Hi Capricorn, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of May 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. And I do want to remind you, as always, this is general for the month, so just take what resonates. As well, I want to thank you in advance for your likes, comments, and subscriptions to the channel if you haven't done so already. But to book a personal reading with myself, just reach out via email. Everything you need is down below in the description box. I will definitely get that started for you. Anyways, the overall message I channeled for you, of course, for your money and career for the month: achieving greatness, financial success takes place. Achieving greatness, financial success takes place. Amazing. Let's begin by pulling a few messages or whatever we get from the Soul's Journey deck, and then we'll further speak upon your month with the Light Seers Tarot. Let's do some shuffling. We have blame and abundance at the split deck. Interesting. I feel like there's a level of blame being aimed towards you, or you could be blaming others for in the midst of certain frustrations throughout the month. But I am getting a very calm presence about you when it comes to your energy. Needing to recognize that whatever blame is taking place, whether it's exuding from you, towards you, or both, I need to just notice the abundance that's taking place throughout the month in the form of success, financial comfort flowing in. I just feel like even success when it comes to you investing in what you've invested in or what you plan to move towards, or it takes place throughout the month. I feel like you could even just be in the midst of achieving a lot of abundance, different forms, be somewhat blaming oneself for not making the best out of a past situation, but I need to recognize that everything happens for a reason, or simply remember that. For Capricorn, for May. Okay, we have 3 here. Yeah, I'm getting a calm vibe from the coloring of these 3. So we're beginning with success. There's a huge focus on relationships and change in one way, shape, or form, as well as happiness and indecision. But feeling as if you could find that certain connections are changing within your world, okay? Within and outside of your money and career situation. But it could be somebody tied it to your finances somehow. But I feel as if your career path could be changing up in one way, shape, or form, even if you don't see yourself leaving or switching up your career situation, right? The business you run, the job you work, or both, or even multiple jobs for some of you. But I find that you're meeting new people as well in the midst of certain changes. Finding that it's just a very random month, but a very successful one nonetheless. It is a month where you're receiving the success card and you saw the abundance card, 2 of the best ones to receive out of this deck for money and career read. Being reminded that you're meant to be successful in this lifetime along your individual path. I need to recognize that your success doesn't come in just one form. A reminder of what you have to offer to bring to the table. I just feel like you're thinking very mature, in a very mature manner, in a very realistic, logical way, very analytical this month, but very calm in the process of all of which. Feeling as if you can't overstress oneself, or maybe you've reflected recently and therefore in the past months, or just in general in the past, you've stressed too much, and therefore feeling as if to eliminate the anxiety or minimalize it, right? To see the success come to be in a more comfortable, happy kind of way, a more enjoyable way. I'm gonna just take a deep breath and let things happen the way they're meant to, but logically try to gain a little bit of control, right? See things happen in the right manner. But you're gonna find that balance is the name of the game throughout the month. Again, more than one form of success, so just remember that as you embark upon and make your way through the month. Loneliness. There's parts in the month where you're going to feel a bit alone. Okay, I'm not going to over sugarcoat it, but I just feel as if you may feel as if there are people around you, helping hand, support systems, a community, or just family members, friends who you feel quite connected to, or just feel as if you need, they're there for you, right? Or even people offering to help Capricorn out, but it's just like you feel a bit alone in certain decision processes, right? Therefore, potentially being a bit indecisive, or just feeling as if your plate is a little bit heavier than it seems to others from an outside perspective. I need to remember you're not alone. Okay. If you so choose, again, you have those you can look to for assistance, guidance, more experience potentially if it's somebody older or just who's dealt with a lot along their path. I feel like a connection to a specific community, whether it's at work, could be on an online platform, could be a physical community like your neighborhood or something of the sort, is going to give you a sense of comfort and another reminder that you're not alone. Okay. Surrender. I can release my need to control. I read that one for a reason. All right. I really feel as if you're pushed to surrender to what you can't control and just allow it to happen the way it's meant to. Other people, wrapped up with your finances, energies within your job, I feel the need to say, but surrendering to how things are meant to unravel, even if you don't fully have a clear vision of just how things are meant to proceed, right? You may feel as if you just need to surrender to an opportunity, whether it's a work or a living situation or both, that's just not going to work, right? Surrendering to make the best out of where it's at, putting your hands up and saying, from now until an end point, the end point that feels somewhere along my path, right? It's not meant to last forever. I'm going to just make the best until the best. And then surrendering to that new beginning and embracing all that's about to change and develop in your Capricorn world. All right. They're saying your money is going to feel good. So surrender to that. We're going to do some shuffling and continue to speak upon your month with some tarot. We have the Eight of Swords coming out for the center of your reading, doing some necessary reflecting, to say the least, or you could really feel as if you're feeling quite trapped, limited, restricted to an extent within a living situation. It could be a different contract outside of that, but also could definitely be a work situation. However it works for you, you could even find that you're just, they're saying a victim to harassment in the work environment or at home. But I just feel as if for some of you, you're desiring a level of justice for all the BS you've dealt with in the past, for the difficulties, the challenges, that you've had to overcome, the obstacles, if you will, on your way to the amount of success you're getting a huge taste of in a multitude of forms throughout the month. You're going to recognize that you do need to go through this reflecting by oneself, right? There's something to learn and to gain about your personal path and development on a soul level. With the Strength card, you're being reminded once again how strong you are. Interesting, we didn't mention that, but you may feel that there's certain reminders from the universe, from spirit, from other people previous to this month that you're one strong individual, right? You got this. Certain beginnings moving forward that are going to cost money, some more so just to save money, are going to remind you of what you're made out of. You would stress over money at certain points in the month, and then it's like almost magical how a little bit of money, a gift of abundance, as they show me the Six of Pentacles, flows on in. You at the very least are dealing with the situation I feel that you don't fit in with at this point along your path. And I truly feel as if you're going to recognize that you need to just keep reaching for your independence out of respect for where you don't fit in and moving towards bigger and better, right? I need to sail away towards happier days, towards something that's potentially going to save you money once again, or it could be more expensive and therefore just gives you a better lifestyle for oneself as I put those back. And I truly feel as if for some of you, it's about moving away from a job that's dead end or just doesn't have the potential within, or not the right kind of energy, right? Things aren't feeling aligned with you or beneficial in certain ways. As it is a month where certain times things are moving slowly, or you feel like you're crawling towards a new chapter, towards certain changes you desire, or even towards financial comfort and success in certain ways. But you're going to be reminded once again that you deserve the success that is coming to be throughout the month. And not everything has to happen all at once, right? Everything happens when it's destined to. They're saying that there's a lesson to be learned in the midst of, in the rest of the time in a situation that isn't completely healthy for oneself. Keep that in mind. Wow. You may feel like you've just had to put on a show recently for work or for within a living situation, or you just feel like you have to do flips, right? Backflips, however it works for you, to show that you're passionate to make a level of money or just to succeed in one way, shape, or form. Expect things to feel a bit easier moving forward. A very strong vibe coming from this, but very passionate. Channel that passion in the right manner this month. I really feel like you will, as I did get a bit emotional there. It's as if you just feel the inclination go on rants at certain points in the month. You feel as if your passion is being noticed, but are you letting it translate into the wrong kind of passion, the wrong kind of energy? Notice your strength, remember it, remember your value, and set the tone. Be the peace in a situation and recognize you can still be so damn strong and so damn passionate, but be that peaceful individual you're learning to become over time, or to bring on back when need be. You're going to find, these are aligned and they feel quite relevant, that you truly feel so successful in, the success brings you or reminds you of the strength within, okay? It reminds you of what makes you passionate, what lights you up inside, and how to improve moving forward as well. We have the King of Cups. This one came out in reverse, but I feel like part of the month you're not feeling relaxed, but you're not feeling as emotional as one would expect, or other people outside of you within your life would expect. But it turns in the upright, being pushed to surrender to the peaceful way about you. Again, the peaceful approach to achieving what you need to making money, to being successful. All right, you've got this. Bear with me. They're saying it's a spiritual month, as we have the Three of Cups and the Six of Wands being put on stage at certain points in the spotlight. People inevitably wanting, naturally wanting updates on what you're moving towards, what you're going to give birth to, or just how you're doing. Being like, okay, I get it to an extent, but I do like my secrecy, but okay, I guess I'll give you an update. Or for some of those people, deciding not to. Being pushed to recognize how smart you are, all the meanwhile, how intelligent, in the midst of getting ready for something new, or just making your way towards more financial and career success. They're saying you have the wits. Don't forget it. You have the wits. With the King of Pentacles being the third king out of the four coming out, very in touch with your masculine side, giving off a very strong and grounded vibe throughout the month for the most part. Being pushed to recognize that part of the manifestation process is taking a deep breath and relaxing and healing and keeping that hope alive. It benefiting your energy, your emotional state, and your mind all the meanwhile. And therefore you can just embody this King of Cups way of being with less emotions, and just allow for yourself to move forward and expect for the best to transpire in one's external reality. Therefore you're manifesting it, period. Okay, learning more about a new endeavor, right? Researching. I feel like you're informing oneself of what you deserve. You're going to find that at certain points in the month, you get some creative ideas, the light bulb goes off, or multiple at once. Spirit could have something to do with that, or you just find oneself feeling quite inspired. I feel like more in the second half of the month, per se, as you're going through a bit of a balancing act, feeling like you have a lot going on, but at times you don't have much at all, and it's like, allow that to be viewed as a level of balance, right? Doesn't mean things have to be consistently busy or productive 24/7 throughout the entire month. There are busier moments and there are more relaxing, less hectic moments. It's a sense of balance, if you will, learning more about how things should be moving forward, how to make the best. We'll just leave that at that. Wanting more control, but needing to surrender to all of which. Needing to surrender, as I put these on top of the surrender card, to how you most effectively manifest to the fact that what you're producing is amazing, that you're achieving a level of greatness and people seeing you in such a successful light. But one where you do desire more control and more financial stability, more savings, if you will, but just feeling as if you have a level of even more success on the horizon. I almost at a level of control that you don't realize you do have, right? There is a focus on past disappointments to a certain extent, but how everything has led you up to where you are, and even more so moving forward as things develop and change for the better. You deserve healthy changes, don't forget that. As you do long for more and feel like what you long for is such a slow, drawn on process, right? Wanting more travel or wanting a new environment in one way, shape, or form. Getting a taste of success throughout the month and just desiring more of it, feeling it's very addictive, very contagious. your energy will be somewhat contagious at certain points in the month. Notice when that is and how people react or how they're drawn to you. And how do we make that happen more so moving forward, okay? When you so choose to attract them. The Ace of Cups and the Strength card again, as well as the Seven of Wands. A lot coming towards you after we just spoke upon that. And therefore needing to protect your inner peace, your glow all the meanwhile, and take care of oneself. If it means spending a little bit of money, they're showing me the luxurious card in the small Making Magic deck. Treat oneself, right? If it helps you smile a bit more, if it helps you glow a bit more, if it helps you, even though you're glowing naturally, if it helps you keep persevering and just feel healthier, so be it. You owe it to oneself, as a fresh start moving forward is going to help your cup overflow with so much abundance. But it is to a certain extent throughout this month, as again, you feel quite strong. You have it within you, even if you feel like you have to put up a facade at certain points. It's truly a month where you're feeling that you're achieving so many different forms of greatness, and people are seeing that as well from an outside perspective, right? Whoever that may be for you. Feeling as if change is the name of the game once again. Trusting your individual path and how you're blossoming all the meanwhile, growing through your work, through financial investments and the ups and downs you've been experiencing, and will still moving forward. But it doesn't mean you're not achieving greatness all the meanwhile, as I'm drawn back to the overall message. And you're seeing financial success take place in a multitude of forms. Beautiful. Let's pull from the small Making Magic deck. Goddess, healing feminine energy. You could find that you heal others through your energy with it, or you just need to and are experiencing healing. Sun, the golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. Love it. Happiness on the horizon for you. Let's keep pulling. They're saying that's part of your greatness. Self-confidence, strong self-belief, and a sense of worth. I need to keep that rolling high is how it's coming through, or bring it on back, as we do have perseverance and abracadabra with wings. Fantastic good fortune and lucky chances, and a push to keep that motivation alive all the meanwhile as you achieve a lot. All right, so I hope this was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing month, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Capricorn.